everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy. Oh, we got Orville. I love this show. I really love the Orville. I guess the spoiler-free part. I'll get into full spoilers in a bit. For the spoiler-free part, oh my god, this episode just really tugs at your heartstrings. It's a feels episode. It's another one of those sort of relationship episodes, but they kind of do something that you don't really see done this way in the way they do it, right? I mean, it's kind of like it's very much a predictable sort of episode, but the way they do it, you kind of want to be along for the ride, I guess is the way I put it. I kind of immediately knew from like the first, probably before the credits, like the first scene, I'm like, oh, okay, this is where it's going with this. And it was just, okay, well, how are they going to play it out? There is a B plot that's kind of, that is the funny part, which is really interesting. But yeah, this episode is so good. It's like, okay, I hate you because you're making me feel things. I don't like when things make me feel things. But man, when they do it well, holy crap! I would probably give this one, maybe. Oh god, do I want to give this a 10 out of 10? It was just so well done. I'm thinking, yeah, I think I want to give this one maybe a 10 out of 10, just because, I normally don't like a lot of the subject matter that this episode was kind of based on. I don't want to give the spoilers away just yet. Normally it's not my thing, and they did it in a way where they could even get me, a cold-hearted bitch, to actually feel something. So yeah, probably a 10 out of 10. All right, we got to get into the spoilers. So full warning, spoiler warning. This episode, they basically start off opening a time capsule sort of thing. They've got this archaeologist, I guess, guest archaeologist, or whatever he is, Tuvok. It's freaking Tuvok. It's basically Tuvok from Voyager. It's Tim Russ coming in, basically playing a Tuvok character. He's not very different from Tuvok. Awesome choice of cast. So yeah, I absolutely love that. They're going through this sort of from our time, like a present day time sort of time capsule, and they find a cell phone, basically, and it's got a woman's entire, all of her text history, all of her phone or photos, memories, all this stuff. Her life is basically in her phone, right? And it's kind of a good example, a good way to kind of look at, yeah, people's whole lives are in their phone, right? And basically, so this woman ends up recording a message saying, well, I'm getting a new phone, so I figured I'd go and throw this one into the time capsule, and here's me, and I hope you remember me. And so she puts her phone in the time capsule, and of course, the whole crew, the bridge crew is there, but Gordon actually has a special attachment to this. He sees this, and he's just kind of mesmerized by this woman, and he's fascinated by her. He ends up going to their, I always want to call it a holodeck, to their environmental simulator, and it has the computer basically like recreate this woman's life, like every little major aspect from her phone, which is really fascinating that they could do that. And of course, you can see even when he's just flipping through it, like, oh, he's gonna fall in love with her. Of course he's gonna fall in love with her. And yes, he does fall in love with her, but in such a, God, they do such a good job of it, though. And I am not, here's the thing in the spoiler-free section that I didn't want to really get into. I am not a fan of love stories, romance stuff. I don't like feeling things. Don't you make me feel things, right? Especially like the really truly great love stories where people are just so perfect together, and then, nope, they're not. Told you there'd be spoilers. No, this... But they did it in such a perfect way, and it was kind of the perfect guy, and the perfect character, and the perfect girl for him, and they were... Yeah, so he basically kind of starts dating her and ends up falling in love with her, and then, of course, she has a boyfriend. They have an on-again, off-again thing. This girl's so perfect for Gordon because she's, like, a singer, and he can sing, of course, because it's Scott Grimes, and he's amazing anyway. They really pull at your heartstrings with this one. So he even makes a little phone, like he replicates like a phone, so he can text this girl on the holodeck, basically on their environmental simulator. like they're kind of a couple dating, and it's kind of weird that she can actually text him too, because I guess they synced up the phones. I was kind of hoping that they would maybe go in and keep her around, just like, oh, and Gordon's dating a hologram, why not? Because there's an interesting little tidbit. Like there's one part where she makes a date with him for another night. Like, hey, I'm having friends over. It's a game night. Come bring your friends. So Gordon even like brings all of his friends, Ed, Kelly, everybody, to meet this. Except for Bortus. He wasn't invited. Bortus, I'll get to the Bortus and Clyde and subplot in a bit. It was kind of hilarious. So he goes in. They end up on the environmental simulator with Gordon and his girlfriend, and they're playing Pictionary, and of course Ed and Kelly don't have a good time at all. I kind of love that. And like all of Gordon's friends don't like her, and they're like, yeah, she's not real. She died like 300 years ago. And he makes a really good point though. Like when they're trying to convince him, okay, don't date this woman. He makes a good point. But okay, so Isaac is, Isaac's a machine. Isaac's a program. Yes, but Isaac's self-aware. Well, how do we know he actually is? He's very, very advanced, so maybe he's not so self-aware. And he makes a really good point of that. It's like, yeah, I would almost I could kind of see them going with, oh yeah, you have a point, sort of thing. And they don't really do a whole lot to discourage him. But what happens is that she ends up getting back with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, and I guess Gordon even like knew that. Like, I could have looked in the text. It's right there. They got back together. So Gordon has this like bright idea. He's so heartbroken. He feels so bad for the guy. He's like, I'm gonna delete the boyfriend. See what happens. Let me delete the boyfriend. And then she's not the same person. She's not the singer. She's not the person he fell in love with. Total Casablanca moment where he's like, yeah, okay, I gotta let this one go. Even though she's a program, he even goes back after reinstating her boyfriend, Greg, or whatever the hell his name is, into the program, and to kind of go and sing with the girl on stage, because that's one thing that they were going to do together. And he basically does the Casablanca thing, and hey, good luck to you, and yeah, we'll always have the stage in this little holographic simulation. But no, it was touching. It was probably more well done than pretty much any other love story I've watched in a very, very long time. And I hate love stories, but no, they did a good job on this one. So yeah, 10 out of 10 there. So of course he's all heartbroken because of the girl in the program, but oh, they even get the little stinger where she takes a picture with him, and I was, oh man, because all of her pictures are on that phone. She's like, oh, let's get one last picture before I put my phone in the time capsule. That was good. That was good. So, yeah, that whole plot was just heartbreaking. It was crushing and sweet and kind of perfect. Now on to the B plot. So the B plot is Bortus had found basically in this time capsule a cigarette, and apparently people don't smoke in the future, which is probably a good thing. They don't smoke in the future, so he sniffs it, and then he ends up, trying it. He wants to try it. He replicates one when he's in his quarters with his husband Clyden, and Clyden ends up eating it because it smells good. So then they end up replicating more, and then they end up getting like really, really super hooked. Like it's almost a cartoonish level of addicted that they kind of get to these cigarettes. There's even one of those, those little black and white like Flintstones cartoon cigarette ads. They kind of go into one of those where, oh yes, it's so smooth and refreshing and wonderful flavor, and it's so cringe. But it's kind of hilarious. So they end up needing to come down off of it. So Claire has to like develop basically an antidote for their addiction to nicotine, because they're so addicted to this nicotine. So she has to give them like this shot for it. But it takes a while. So you see all of their little withdrawal stuff. There's even Clyden smoking in the airlock. It's kind of great. They're stashing cigarettes everywhere. Clyde and Bortus get into like this huge fist fight, even because they're like going through withdrawal so hard. And Claire finally breaks in like the last minute, and she's like, yeah, I have the antidote. Who wants to go first? Me. Both of them. It's really cute. It's sweet. It's a very fun thing. And of course, like, their whole quarters are so smoke filled, and at one point, and there's even one part where it's kind of hilarious where Bortus is smoking on the bridge, and I guess that's something that you wouldn't even kind of consider. You normally have common sense rules about, okay, don't smoke at work if you're working like in an office or something with people. Yeah, they don't have that type of thing because nobody really has like that sort of problem. Nobody really smokes or anything. So yeah, it's kind of fascinating to see that. I liked the subplot a little less. It was funny, but it was just like, it's kind of filler. They didn't spend a whole lot of time on it either. They spent the majority of this episode on Gordon, which I thought was good. I like seeing the characters developed. I really like that. I like that we get whole episodes that are dedicated to one character. So yeah, probably a 10 out of 10. There is one little thing I need to add as a bonus. It was kind of a funny little dig. Ed Mercer and Kelly are in the office, in his office, his ready room, I guess, and they're reading the USA Today paper from the time capsule. And there's a funny joke where, oh yeah, they're worried about the environmental planet, like their planet's going to have an environmental crisis soon, and they have a full page ad for, I can't remember what it was. It was funny. That was funny. That was like a little dig at some politics and stuff. See, that's how you do it. You just throw it in like that if you want to have your message in there. But yeah, I liked it. They put it. I liked how they put it like that, because that's the way you do it. You kind of look at it from the outside. You don't do the preachy stuff. You don't do the. You don't preach to the audience so much. You preach. You're kind of preaching to the newspaper, basically. But no, I liked that. So, God, yeah, 10 out of 10 on this episode. They're knocking them out of the park. It is another relationship episode, but it's done very, very well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I am MechaRandom42. You can send mail for unboxings or whatever to MechaRandom42, PO Box 1566, Loveland, Colorado 80539. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!